Hey everybody, Tall Family Films here. Today we have another kiln video. This is just a kind of a general explanation and troubleshooting of some things that I use and thought it might be useful to you. So right now we have a fire that's underway, and so I use these three buttons here to see the temperature in the different zones of the kiln. So here's thermocoupler 1, here's thermocoupler 2, and thermocoupler 3. So if you ever have a zone, 3 is usually the bottom end. It's usually the lowest, and I think it's because it's closer to the ground and there's air underneath it and that kind of thing. So if you ever start seeing like a significant vary in those temperatures, then there's probably something wrong. Either an element or a relay has failed. I'm going to show you a quick way that you can test those relays if you do see a temperature difference. Okay, so we open the kiln up, and you can do this while it's on. Just remember, we are working with live electricity, so you don't go sticking your fingers in there. These are the relays here, okay? This is the 220 volts or 40 volts, whatever comes into the kiln. So this part right here is very, very live. There is no switch for that. There's nothing that turns that power off ever. So you want to stay away from that. But anyways, if we suspect that something's wrong with a relay, then the easiest way to come in here and test that, so these are numbered. Let me see if I can zoom in and focus on these numbers. There we go. So these are 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6. And this is the top two are zone 1, this is zone 2, and this is zone 3. So what I do, I take a voltmeter, I set it to AC, and then I simply touch the, let me see if I can get this out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to touch one of these to 2, and I'm going to touch the other one to 1. Get that in there. Okay, now we're just going to wait. If we get a good connection, when this relay turns on, we'll actually see 200, whoops, and I just realized you couldn't see that. So now you can. There we go. And then it goes back off again. And it just does that on and off as it's trying to get that zone to the right temperature. So that's one little trick of troubleshooting. If you find that the voltage is not hitting 220, then the relay is probably not firing. Suppose you could have a wiring problem. I just think that would be pretty rare. Another thing that's very useful is the review program button. So you can do this only while it's firing, but I can tell that it's a slow bisque, and it goes through every setting that was programmed in. So this was an easy fire slow bisque, so it's running through all of the various settings that can be controlled. You can't change anything right now, but we're going to talk about that in just a second. You can't change anything. It's only showing you like a read-only view of it right now. Okay, so, and now we're back to the temperature of the kiln. So if you ever are in the middle of a fire and you realize a setting is wrong, you can stop the fire. You can reprogram the settings that you do want, like you wanted a longer hold or something at a certain temperature. Well, I guess in easy fire you don't have control necessarily over that temperature, but if you want a longer hold at the end, and you can do the same thing if it's on a very fire that's a little more advanced. But if you're doing an easy fire, you want to change a setting, stop the setting, go ahead and hit your slow glaze or fat slow bisque or whatever it is, change your setting, and then turn it back on. And the kiln is smart enough to realize which zone or which segment of the program it's in, and it'll actually pick up and continue firing, just like if you had never stopped it, except the new settings will take effect. If this video has helped you, you can really help me by subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you.